Yeah. One West. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and a dig it in a road and a live no life. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now me a seek time for myself and me a shell down some party. Me stressed. Me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to the girl inna the beach dress. The body a roll she a the neatest. She nah no man, nah that a the weakness. So me the in her ears but not like a real pest. Nah, just a move with a vibe. Because we a pour the mood is alive. If you do 9 to 5 I know you a get rich, you do realize. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now we are poor kulu rump and Tennessee with Campari. That is it. Move to the girl, the body tip. What is it? You know see me attack loud the politics. Watch it twist. No one see no ratchet flick, no matic click. No negative energy, a positive. One way I keep the peace and no magic trick. We are dance till the night gone. We are groove, we are vibe. And no care, no fear right off. Make it on with your life. Me say, me no want see you leave yet. Me no want see you depressed. We are party for de-stress. We work hard in a life. Hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and I mash up the road and not live no life. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Me stressed. Me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to the girl inna the peach dress. The body a roll she a the neatest. She nah no man so that a the weakness. So me the inna it here that a no real test. Nah. Alright, Shalom Israel. Welcome again to another ISUPK Jamaica Wednesday night law class. My name is Priest and Officer 500 Kayad 1 out of ISUPK Jamaica under commanding General YAHANNA. I say Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Brak a thumb to my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'asham Yahweh to my sisters. Alright, so for those who don't know about the ISUPK is the home of the truth, you know what I mean, who taught the earth that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian are the real Israelites of antiquity of the Bible. See? So if you ever heard that black people over here in the West are the Israelites, or that our slavery is in the Bible, it came out of the ISUPK. See? So that's why our motto is the home of the truth, because now that's irrefutable. Nobody is arguing that we are the real Jews. You know what I mean? Nobody is arguing that the Native Indians are the real Israelites, that the Latinos are the real Israelites, they are God's chosen people. You know what I mean? The same way, oh, you know what I mean? We used to get backlash in the past for saying these things, you know what I mean? And now, you know what I mean? Everybody are come to terms, yes, everything that the ISUPK and the commanding General YAHANNA was saying was right. See, this is the same way you see some things that come to the forefront today. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the ISUPK have been telling you that the leaders of this world are satanic and evil, you know what I mean? And that the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? And that is our enemy. I see today, it blatant, you know what I mean? Our people, for the most part, them are force themselves to ignore it. Them are try to work around it. The ISUPK tell our people that racism has not gone anywhere. As a matter of fact, it has gotten worse. And you can see it with Donald Trump and his administration. You know what I mean? Not to say that the Democrats are any less racist, but now you have somebody at the White House who is a blatant racist. You understand? For example, putting up pictures of, you know what I mean, Barack Obama, and of course, Barack Obama is an African, he's not one of us, but, you know what I mean, putting up, you know what I mean, pictures of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, which is, she's an Israelite, see, as being monkeys, blatant racism, and then them know the mind games that them playing, and the mind games that them play is the same mind games that they have been playing for decades. Do racist things and then deny that they are trying to be racist. And then our people, because we are seeking the love of the oppressor and the validation of the oppressor, we say, oh yeah, I mean, you never try to be racist because you have Stockholm syndrome. You understand? You have Stockholm syndrome, and even when the oppressor does something that is blatantly racist, you still sweep it under the rug because you don't want to believe that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You don't want to believe it. Well, guess what? Regardless if you want to believe it or not, God himself is revealing who the devil is on the earth. You know what I mean? So them can't help it now but to be blatantly racist because God wants them to be blatantly racist. You know what I mean? So the scripture says, though hands join in hand, the wicked will not go unpunished. So it don't matter how much you want to love Donald Trump and love the Democrats and love white people, they are going to get punished because nobody has paid for our slavery and oppression over here yet. You understand? So it don't matter. But no, in a them time, yeah, like the Bible say again, the man of sin is being revealed. You know what I mean? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. If not, then who is he? You know, there's so many scripture. Last night on the conflict zone, Officer Abadawan and myself, we break down, you know what I mean, that. Like the Bible, I try to show you who the devil is. If not, then who is he? If another white man or the devil, then who the devil is a man under the ground with 3 teeth fork. All right, go on wait. Go on wait the next 100 years to find out who the devil is. Stay another 100 years in slavery. Okay, you still don't, you still want to love the oppressor, stay another 100 years in slavery. Of course, Christ now gonna allow that, the Most High now gonna allow for Christ to take so long to come back still. Because if it left up to our people, we love the white man and kiss the white man to bed. See? But luckily, we have a God, we know better than we. Because if it's up to our people, we stay in a slavery. Because what? We have Stockholm syndrome. So them things are come out. Everything are come out. So we being the real Jews, it are come out. The Hispanics, them being the Israelites, you know what I mean, the other 10 tribes, it are come out. You see the racism, you know what I mean, against Bad Bunny, you know what I mean, and the Hispanics through Donald Trump, you know what I mean. Even though our people are not the only immigrants in America, but there's a special hatred that this oppressor have for we. And you can't ignore it. You can't sweep it on a rug. You can't ignore somebody trying to attack you physically. You understand? So the Super Bowl thing go on where Bad Bunny perform, and you know what I mean, there was outrage amongst white people because Bad Bunny speaks Spanish. Isn't Spanish a white person language? The Spaniards, them are the ones that colonize the Hispanics, you know, and force them to speak Spanish. So how is white people upset that, you know what I mean, Bad Bunny are singing a Spanish at the Super Bowl? It's not a Spanish thing. It's an Israelite thing. It's a racist thing. You know what I mean? It's a them trying to oppress God's people thing. Them hate the notion or the you know what I mean? Them hate the idea of our people looking like we have any form of freedom, even if our semblance of freedom is just a reflection of them. Because me say, Spanish is not our language, it's for them. And them still hate with feed. Why? Because it's not about the language. It's about them just not liking God's people. And still we over here trying to be like the oppressor. We celebrate all these holidays. See? Every year we look forward for Christmas. You understand? Every year we look forward to Valentine's Day. Not knowing how evil these things are. So now we are see how evil the oppressor is. How many years we here in Jamaica, the ISUPK Jamaica, have been telling you how evil these holidays are. And how they are, you know what I mean? Them come from some practices of child abuse, human sacrificing, and all manner of evil. This has always been the nature of the white man. So now the Epstein file come up. And you're shocked. We in the ISUPK, we no shocked. Not at all. This is the white man. Him that is a cannibal. Him eat people. That's why I have so much show about him being vampire and him drink. Reggie, we don't have no idea the world where we now live in. Yeah? That's why the Most High send the ISUPK, the prophets of today for telling you what is going on in the earth. See? All right. Our people boil it down to an Illuminati thing because we love, you know what I mean, this, what I call it now? The conspiracy theories. It almost come like you watch a dopey show. I saw our people take it. But it's not a conspiracy theory thing. It's a white people thing. Rest assured, it's not about the Who is the Illuminati? The Illuminati are white people. The Illuminati is white people and they are racist. So our people like, all right, of course we have sellout Negroes like Jay-Z and Beyonce and enough of them, right? Where team up with the white man for prevent any kind of, you know what I mean, wake up that our people. And not just them, you have politicians who are black, you know what I mean? You have basically black celebrities who rock our people to sleep, knowing that our oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. Sellout Negroes. They have always been around in Israel, in our nation. See? So we not say we not have our people mix up in the evil. But rest assured that Illuminati club that our people like to talk about is a white people club. And Jeffrey Epstein is just the tip of the iceberg. You have to find out that it's not just the white elites that eat people. It's not just the rich and the billionaires and the trillionaires eating human flesh. It's the regular old, you know what I mean, trailer park white people. It's them too. It's in them nature. Esau, who drink the red pottage, the uncooked meat food. As them nature, that's why they eat them steak rare. With the blood in it. Them like it that way because them are blood drinkers. Them eat you, but they are cannibals by nature. When we were in slavery, so them talk about the Epstein file now. Them talk a lot about the Epstein file and you are so shocked. Our people so shocked, can't believe can't believe that the white man is really like this. Oh really? Oh really? You're shocked that the white man is like this? They were eating us in slavery. What you mean? You're shocked. Also, when them did not eat wheat, no matter. It only matter when them eat them little white babies there. Them been eating us. Not Turner, one famous black man who rebel against white people. When them analyze him, them eat him. And make leather, make you know what I mean? Where you call them thing there? Out time flesh. Them eat him. When them used to lynch black people, When them done lynch with, what you think them do with the body? Them eat with virgin. And the ISUPK, we are bring out this long time, but here our people don't look at it like it's a racist, from a racist perspective. We look at it like, oh, the Illuminati and the Freemason, and that is white people, virgin. A white people, something that if you have black people in it, them are slaves in it. Them are just sell out Negroes who sell them people down the river. You understand? This is a white person club, this eating of flesh. White people, the heathens do it, you know. Don't get me wrong, you know. And not just the white man alone do it, you know. You have the Africans, them will do it too, you know. The heathens, let me tell you something about the heathens. See? The other nations that are not Israelites. Them eat human flesh. But the white man, oh God, the white man, him is the biggest cannibal of them all. You know what I mean? Tick-tock try mess me up now. Show me I bring out the truth. All right, so let me just say the word them better. See? The white man is the biggest beef jerky eater of them all. Him like beef jerky. And him like to eat him pizza. You understand? The regular white Joe, the regular old Joe, eat beef jerky. And in slavery, it wasn't the elite who eat our flesh alone. It was the regular old poor white person, white man. You understand? What is going right? So they might try to mess up the thing. It will come out still, you know. What is this? What is this? Hold on. Give me a second. 1 second. So basically it's not the mouse I do it then. So then basically I try to mess up the stream. You know what I mean? But it will come out. You know, go kick me off of this. But anyway, so our people know, because we love following the white man, we are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day. See? The most selfish and wicked holiday you can find. One of Christmas are the worst, but you know what I mean? Valentine is in no way is any more innocent. See? So now what happened during Valentine's Day or coming up to Valentine's Day? You see what I go on? The mouse, I'm plug out this. And even if I plug out the mouse, it's still a behave the same way. See? What happened during Valentine's Day? Every woman gets selfish. Our black woman them get so selfish. They want a Valentine's Day gift to prove so you love them. So if you don't buy her a Valentine's Day present, you don't love her, you know. And she will find somebody to buy her a Valentine's Day present. So you want this woman there. She your wife, but from you and her have sex with your wife. See? You want her there. And you don't have the money to buy Valentine's Day gift present. Or you just decide, say, you know what I mean? Me now celebrate the Valentine's Day because you know how evil it is and where it originates from. That woman there will fuck by you. She will cheat by you. Just try it. Don't buy your woman a Valentine's Day present. Come Saturday. She will cheat by you. Everybody knows that she will cheat. She will cheat by you. And you dumb idiot, you will take her back and lie back down with her. As if nothing happened. Even though you know that she cheat by you upon the day. Because she will find somebody to buy her Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a day when our sisters become prostitutes. Them sleep with whoever can give them a gift. And that is basically what all of the oppressors' holidays is all about, being selfish. You know what I mean? Being all about yourself. You understand? And not to mention how evil and satanic the origin of this so-called holiday is. Our people don't think about where we get them customer from. We just run head on into them. And then we wonder how we are so destroyed as a people. We are destroyed as a people because we are do everything the white man are do. No, we never ask, you know. So we're going to start eat baby too. Because that white people are do. We're going to start eat beef jerky. Don't pretend like you don't know about the Epstein file. Because let me tell you what our people are going to know. We are going to see it and ignore it. We are going to ignore the facts of the Epstein file release and try to get back to now as if this world don't make sense anymore. This world don't make no sense no more, Bridget. Remember back in the past when me used to just hear about them things. And me used to tell people, say, you know, say, them eat baby and people used to say, I don't believe that. And well, you believe now? You believe now? And now that you know say it's fact, how do you look upon? Because our people have so much hope in this system, you know, in Babylon. See? We plan with life around how we can live in Babylon. Right? Our aspiration with dreams. You ever hear about the American dream? All I would dream of to do with what we can accomplish here in Babylon. And that rely on the integrity of Babylon, because in our mind, Babylon will never fall and Babylon is the right path to go. Talking about the whole, you know what I mean, oppressor's kingdom. See? We go to school to be, you know what I mean, educated in the oppressor's education system. You understand? We join in police force, we join in army. See? We have so much confidence, there's so much structure and so much integrity in the oppressor's kingdom that we you know what I mean, we bank on it, but bank on it. Well, now that I know that all them is just some bunch of rapists and, you know what I mean, cannibals. What do you think about it now? You think we need to find our own system now? Find our own way of life? Find our own customs? Try find out who we were before we were brought over here into captivity. Because many of our people, you know, we are so lazy as a people that even though we never come from over here, so we have given up. We don't even care. We don't even care. Let's try make it in a Jamaica. See if we can go foreign, go live monk side of the white man, and see if we can become a billionaire like Elon Musk. You don't even care. When somebody tell you about your ancestors and slavery, you don't even care. You don't want to hear it. You become selfish. You become a part of this kingdom. Well, now that you know that all them is, you know what I mean? Because here we go on to. Don't they lock us up for being criminals? If you commit a crime in the oppressor's kingdom, then the powers that be, them send you to jail or them send you under the earth for breaking the law. And our people, you know what I mean? Our people are, for the most part, in agreement with it. Okay, then fine. No problem. The laws are to be kept. But keep the law. But how much faith you have in the law, then knowing that the people who created this law are cannibals and them grape babies? Who me talk to, you know? Who me talk to? You still love the white man because our people love the white man more than the white man love the white man. That is a fact. You can't tell me otherwise. Me interact with you and raise with you. I know how to think. I love the white man. So now that you know who now that the man of sin is being revealed, you still have to celebrate Valentine's Day today? Tomorrow, whenever, Saturday. Alright. You know you still have to do it. But regardless, we have to bring out the origins of Valentine's Day. See? We're going to show you again and again and again, because the Epstein file never did have to come out for we know say the oppressor is the devil the Bible speak of. We didn't know that. The Epstein file don't come really as a shocker to we. These are truths that we have been living with you know what I mean, from within the UPK. These are things that we know to be fact. You understand? And we have been telling our people that the oppressor is our enemy. You can't trust it is the devil that the Bible speak about one devil, and he's not a man with pitchfork. He's not the angel Satan. He's talking about the white man. That is the devil that the Bible is talking about. See? We're going to read about Valentine's Day. Everybody share, follow, like, subscribe, depending on the platform you're watching on. See if we can plug in back the mouse here. All right, so this says the dark origin of Valentine's Day, that holiday that you're getting ready to celebrate, to show your love to that whore that you call your wife or your girlfriend, who you know if you don't give her a Valentine's Day, she have a blow 10 rod on Valentine's Day. She have to have sex with 10 different men. That same woman where you sleep with at night time. She have a cheat by you on Valentine's Day. You know. Well, this is the origin of Valentine's Day. See? Valentine's Day is a time to celebrate romance and love and kissy face. You know what I mean? Kissy face. Fealty. What's that word? What's that word? Fealty. Right. See? But the origin of the festival of candy and cupids are actually dark. Dark, just like every holiday that we get from the oppressor. And now it makes sense because the Epstein file revealed. So when we tell about Christmas being dark, you understand, well, no cap now. Every holiday dark, so come on, man. Well, it come from a dark individual called a white man. The Epstein file show you who he is. That is them. That's why everything him do dark. That's why him have vampire movies, him have horror shows. Everything him do is dark because he's a dark, he's a cold, heartless individual, the white man. The same one will come, you know what I mean, on vacation and give you smiles and give you a tip. And say him love Jamaican reggae music. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Irie. Bob Marley and them, and you want to go to the Bob Marley Museum. And you are such a good slave, an escort theme. You carry him everywhere in Jamaica and show him Jamaica and being him tour like a good slave. And when that white man go back up, him is a sexual, you know what I mean, deviant. Him is a predator. And even probably here in Jamaica too. When him come here to Jamaica, probably is that him come to Jamaica for come to. And you lead him and you show him the garrison and you show him all the kids in the garrison. And him know which pitney him can take away. You understand? Him know which pitney him can take away because you show him where you live and you show him your children. And you say, yeah man, at them place a name rare, such and such a park and blah, blah, blah. And yeah man, and you kiss him ass, and he is so friendly, him give you smiles, and you know what I mean, and US dollars, make you buy big ganja spliff to smoke out your brain. And you smoke with him, so him cool. Him smoke, so you rate him. And then him say, okay, farewell, and him gone. And then little Mary in the garage turn up missing. Your fault. You do it. You do it. Your fault. Let me read this. Valentine's Day is a time to celebrate romance and love and kissy face. Fealty, but the origins of the festival of candy and cupid are actually dark, bloody, and a bit muddled. Just like the Epstein file, this has always been the custom of the oppressor from ancient Roman Greece. It never changed. You see America run, fine and dandy, the American dream, and you look at it and you say, this is a heaven. The world want to jump on a plane. But the real America, the real any kingdom this oppressor live in, the real kingdom or real any country live is really bloody and dark. But you are slave. You just don't know. How the hell you know? He's gonna tell you, saying stay so, when are you in feed pan? So much kids even go missing here in Jamaica, yet alone America. Where are those children? 1 and 2 of them turn up back. With the rest of them. For years, for decades, our children have been going missing. Where you think them end up? Who you think I take them away? Who was taking away our babies during the time of slavery? Let me continue reading this. It said, though no one has pinpointed the exact origin of the holiday, one place to start is ancient Rome, like every single holidays that is on the calendar. Them start in one dark origin, and that is in Rome. And Rome get them customs from ancient Babylon. And now modern Babylon is an extension of ancient Babylon. With all of the human sacrifices and all them things that it go on, it never stop. The only reason why you don't know about it is because you are the children of Israel and you do not do human sacrifices. That's weird to you in your little plantation where you live on. Them things they don't go on. Every now and then you have some weird cult to pop up like the Christian church. Don't left them out. We do some little strange act every now and then. But in reality, our people don't really know about them. Them things, when you read the Bible and hear about, you know what I mean, sacrifices of, you know what I mean, what the Edens do and how evil they are, that sound far from we. Because we are saying, we don't see that. We can't relate to the Bible, but the white people can. The heathens can, because them do the same. Them things there in the Bible where you don't see nowhere around you. And the other nations, them do it. And the most I warn you from them to tell you, say, that is what them do. Me don't like them. You don't follow them. Because you're my people. I choose them, I go to last we keep. You have to live holy, means separate from them. You're not supposed to rule over them because they are like animals. But because you don't see it in a little black community, when you see the white man, is like, oh, he's an angel from heaven. And him do it. And him do the something them with the most I say. With the Bible say you're not to do. Some weird, evil, creepy thing that you can't even fathom. The wickedest gunman in the garrison as evil as a young little 12-year-old white boy. Me now have a good example. When them ready to get up and shoot up the whole school, 15 bodies in a one day. One little quenga, him have to take him whole life to make 15 bodies. I can't condone it. I just tell you, say, there's nothing compared to how evil the white man is. The white man is a dark demon. But you don't know, you love him. And your master, your white Jesus. You sing to him in a Christian church, you clap and sing, and you hate your people. You become like him because of your Christian church. Let me continue reading this. See? It said, look like them kick off my life to rot it. them ban my life. Ah, boy. I saw it go. Slack. All right, appeal. The email, appeal it. Give me a second. Let me see if it's a ban. You know what I mean? Or it's just temporary. Let me see if we can kick off back next live. Yeah, but when me I say all the facts, I no lie me I tell. So TikTok I try kick me off. Yeah, me suspended. At first me I get suspended. yo, this strange. All right, Valentine's Day, what they are talk about, hear them say, you can go live and join a live as a guest starting from February 14th. On Valentine's Day, them ban me till Valentine's. So me can't prevent you from celebrating Valentine's Day. Yes, you see the plot. Me I burn out Valentine's Day. So here them do ban me until Valentine's Day. So enough of you can go buy the gifts and celebrate it, and then where your woman can cheat by your same way. Anyway, let me just finish read out this. You know what I mean? It no matter. See? So it said Roman celebrations were violent. Right. See? From February 13 to 15, the Romans celebrated the feast of Lupercalia. Now, this is very important. We're going to find out what is Lupercalia. See, because that is what Valentine's Day was before it was called Valentine's Day. This says, Lupercalia, also known as Lupercal, was a pastoral festival of ancient Rome, observed annually on February 15th to purify the city, promoting healthy and fertility. Promoting health and fertility. Lupercalia was also known as Dies Februatus, which is where the word February comes from. See? After the purification instrument called Februa, the basis for the month name Februaris. I get that. That's the Latin pronunciation for February. See? It says the festival was originally known as Februa, purification or purging. After the Februum, which was used on the day, it was also known as Februatus. All right, so let's go back to this, right? So it's a Lupercalia. The men sacrifice a goat and a dog, then whipped women with the hides of animals they are just slain. The romantics were drunk, they were naked. Talking about orgies now, see? Orgies. They were naked. Noel Linsky, now a religious studies professor at Yale University, told NPR in 2011, young women would line up for the men to hit them. Linsky said they believed this would make them fertile. You understand? The brutal fete included a matchmaking. So this is where the matchmaking come from. Lottery, in which young men drew the names of women from a jar. The couple would then be coupled up for the duration of the festival. You know what I mean? So this was just a link up, a come together, having an orgy, you know what I mean? Using animal intestine to beat women to get them fertile. See? Or longer. If the match was right, the ancient Romans may also be responsible for the name of the modern day of love. Emperor Claudius II executed two men, both named Valentine. So this was where the name come from, when two men called Valentine was executed. See? By the Roman emperor. You understand? But the festival was more of a theatrical interpretation of what it had once been. Linsky added it was a little more of a drunken revel, but the Christians put clothes back on it that didn't stop it from being a day of fertility and love. So what happened was, it was a day of orgies and all them things there, and sacrificing, you know what I mean? And of course, that went on to human sacrificing. And the same thing with the Epstein, them do. You know what I mean? The same thing used to go on. But here we go on now. When Christianity came about now, when the Romans created Christianity, it said them put clothes on it. So basically what them do, them remodel it, them dress it up, and them call it Valentine's Day, making it about love. But the real pagans, The real people them who know about this custom. That is not what them do upon the day. You are buy your woman gift. You know what I mean? Them have some child in some basement. You know what I mean? I do whatever they want with that child. The Epstein file tell you. Meaning the Epstein file reveal to you what white people lifestyle is. You never knew because you're a slave. You are stuck in the plantation. You don't know. You know what I mean? Many of you find a white girl, you know what I mean, and you think you know white people. Some white tourists come out here or you find some white girl on the internet and you and her link up and you think you know white people. All time our entire family racist. You know what I mean? And lead back to a, you know what I mean, a generation of racists. And some of you know too. When you there with that white woman knowing that her family is racist. But somehow she convinced you that she different. And you build a family with her and all them things there until you get destroyed. She eventually destroy you. How many of those relationships end well? You know what I mean? How many of you end up missing because she finally come back to her true nature? You understand? We're going to jump to the beginning of Rome. How Rome came to be. See? So you have a story about Romulus and Remus. You understand? We're going to read it now. This is from World History Encyclopedia. And it said, in Roman mythology, Romulus and his twin brother Remus were the founders of the city of Rome. They were the children of Rhea, Sylvia, and Mars. This is a myth. Zin, or in some variation, the demigod, hero, Hercules. You know what I mean? You see them act show about Hercules and you don't know where it come from. Those were their gods. You know what I mean? Today, them tell you in a Christianity that their God is Jesus and, you know what I mean? Their God is the God of the Bible, which is a lie. Their God in time past was Hercules, Zeus, and all of them characters that we are seeing at the movies and the cartoons where them create. That is their culture. And those gods usually require some evil, you know what I mean, practice from them. That is their culture. The Bible now just happened to be in them hand. And then decide they're going to hijack it and mix it. Mixing for them culture in the custom. That's why you have Valentine's Day. That's why you have Christmas, Easter. Zane, them are mixing them paganism. It's called, let me give you the definition of that word. I think I close it. It's called syncretism. See? So this says syncretism, the amalgamation or the adapted amalgamation of different religions, culture, or schools of thought. That is Christianity in a nutshell. Christianity is the mixture of ancient Roman pagan practices with stories from the Bible, with our records, basically bastardizing the Bible by polluting it with hidden pagan custom. You understand? That is what Christianity is. So you get Easter, you get Valentine's Day, you get Halloween. Many of you don't know that Halloween is a Christian holiday. Halloween is a Christian holiday. You get Christmas, and it goes on and on and on. Down to the doctrine we want to learn in the Christian church, but it come from a satanic people. You understand? The whole religion come from satanic people. From the drinking of the blood of Jesus to the eating of his flesh what take place in the Catholic church, where them simulate drinking in blood and eating in flesh. You understand? That is because them eat flesh and them drink blood. That is what them do. That is what them do. And the Epstein file show you. That is them nature. from Esau, when Esau came from hunting and saw Jacob cooking some pottage, but the pottage was still raw, just gone on the fire. But Esau thinking say him go dead because him so hungry. Before him wait for the food done cook, him tell Jacob to give him the raw food, the red pottage, because the meat was still bloody in the pot. Just like when your mother cooks stew peas and she throw the meat in the chicken and it red up the pot. Any meat will go in the pot, red up the pot. Then Esau eat the food while it was still raw and bloody and sell him birthright to Jacob. No, that is them curse. You understand? That is them curse. And that is who they are today. Yes, them vampire movies now make sense today, though. They might make sense. That is white people custom. Drinking of blood and eating of flesh. It's not an Illuminati elite thing. It is a white people thing. Because like I said before, they were eating us during slavery. Imagine now, them is outrage about the Epstein file, which there should be. As a matter of fact, the outrage is not enough. As a matter of fact, nothing will come out of it. Because enough of the white people, them what you say, are join the outrage. Them know say them father and them grandfather, they used to do that too. And even sexually assaulted them. But see, now, them are do it, and it is so outrageous, right? Imagine how much more them used to do it to we in slavery. This is the plateau we are missing up. We are seeing white people being exposed today in a time where, you know what I mean, them don't have absolute, what I call it now, impunity. Where them can't just do anything. Imagine about in a slavery when them could have just do it and nobody would stop them because them did not do it to we. Remember, say them used to rip the baby from our mother's womb and use it to catch alligator. Remember, say them used to do things like that. Cut our belly open and throw it in the pan to catch alligator. You think them never used to eat some of them babies there? You think that never used to go on in Jamaica? What you think again? What you think happened to the people where them used to hang upon them tree there? You think them take them down and bury them? Them go up on a dinner table and them eat them. You never see your loved one again after them get lynched. You think after them lynch your loved one, them give back the body for say, go and go bury it? You think of that happen? You never see back that body. You think that body get a burial? That body, the skull of that body is hung up in some white man house. In bones, in testicles is in a jar somewhere. Or in a stew somewhere. And that woman privates or whatever. In a stew somewhere. Because that is the nature of white people. We're not pretty, we have to try to paint the picture to know what this beast is. White people want to love so much, the white Jesus want to love. This is true character. And the Epstein file of elf shown. But yet you get ready to celebrate Valentine's Day. White people are monsters, Virgin. You have no clue. You have no idea. We are going to read some more. What would they know? I'm going to read some more. So, Romulus and Remus, right? So, here what? This story get weird. And their story is recorded by many authors, including Virgil, who claimed their birth and adventures were fated in order for Rome to be founded. The birth and parentage of Romulus and Remus were the direct Romulus and Remus were the direct descendants of Aeneas, whose fate-driven adventure to discover Italy are described by Virgil in the Aeneid, something like that. Romulus and Remus was related to Aeneas through their mother's father. Numitor was a king of Alba. Langa. All right, let me skip down to one more I search for. Then the discovery of Romulus and Remus. The river god Tibernus. So them believe in our river god Tibernus, right? Because what them are heathens. Them don't believe in a one god. Today, white people are trying to tell you about one god. Them never believe in another one god. Them believe in a whole heap of different gods. And them we are read about now. We are read about Rome, which is white people. I know it was founded by Romulus and Remus. So the river god Tibernus ensured their safety by calming the river, and he caused their basket to catch in the roots of a nearby fig tree. The tree was located at the base of the Palatine Hill in the Velobrum swamp. The twins were first discovered by a she-wolf or lupa. That is where you get the word lupercalia from, or lupercalia, right? So the twins, these two twins, Romulus and Remus, let me read it again. The tree was located at the base of the Palatine Hill in the Velobrum swamp. Let me read from the top. The river god Tibernus ensured their safety by calming the river, and he caused their basket to catch in the roots of a nearby fig tree. The tree was located at the base of the Palatine Hill in the Velobrum swamp. The twin was first discovered by a she-wolf or lupa, so a female wolf. We all know what a wolf is, right? A wolf is the most aggressive dog. The wolf is the ancestor of all dogs. And it's well aggressive. It eat flesh, right? Them want you to believe, see, that they were discovered by a she-wolf who suckled them, and they were fed by a woodpecker or picus. So this she-wolf, I'll put it on the screen. So okay, I need to read something else. Sorry about that. See? These are the she-wolf for them show. We raise them two twins. These are the story, not go say, you know. It does show you how primitive and dumb white people's origin are, the origin of them nation, which is Rome. How primitive and dumb it is. Them believe that them founder was raised by a she-wolf, a female wolf, who give them breastfeed or suckled. They call it suckled. See? Who suckled them, and they were fed by a woodpecker. So, another thing about white people, them love dog. Right? And this is why them love dog. See? Them love dog because based on film history, them prominent ancestor was raised by a dog. That is why if the police in America see you kicking a dog, they might shoot you. They might unalive you over a dog. They might lock you up. They might give you long sentences in prison over any kind of abuse of a dog, because them related to the dog and them a family. They are the ones that come up with the word a dog is man's best friend. Because in their culture, a dog breastfed one of them ancestors, a prominent ancestor of theirs. That's why them love dog. That's why them sex dog. The scripture tell you, you know, lest there be anyone as profane as Esau. Esau is very profane and perverted. The things that this white man does, it would amaze you. But you love him because you're a good Christian. You love the white man. because of the Christian church. When him is the most profane person upon the face of the earth. You understand? He's profane according to the Bible. And you shouldn't trust him. Let me continue reading. It said, who suckled them and they were fed by a woodpecker or picus. Eventually they were discovered and cared for by a shepherd and his wife, Faustulus and Acca Laurentia. You understand? That is the history of Rome, Romulus and Remus, and the story about Lupa or Lupercalia, which is Valentine's Day, is the name of the dog that breastfeeded the two founders of Rome. Lupercalia, it is Valentine's Day. So you're celebrating a dog. Tomorrow, and that's why some of our women behave like the Bible says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. I know a woman, and what is a female dog? And that's why our woman behave like that on Valentine's Day. We can guarantee you, say, the amount of argument we are going to come forth, come Saturday with me. Valentine's Day. The amount of argument, the amount of quarreling are going to go on inside that home. Because your woman want to celebrate Lupercalia. And if you don't give her that gift, you can kiss that relationship goodbye because she go sleep with another man on that day. Some man I go carry her to a hotel and have sex with her on Valentine's Day because you can't afford to buy her the Valentine's Day gift. And she will come back right to you in your arms and you will accept her because there's a you know what I mean, a weak man like what the Christian church taught you to be. And that's why we implore you, get inside the ISUPK so you can be a strong man that takes charge of his house and don't celebrate disgusting holidays like Valentine's Day or Lupercalia, which is the worship of some dog, some she-wolf. And sisters, get inside this school too, so that you can shed yourself of, you know what I mean, the ways and the customs of this place, this world, that have you thinking that if a man don't give you a present, him not love you. When sister, that is just prostitution. You know what I mean? And what is this teaching our little young sisters? That if them don't get a gift, them not get love. Love tie into them getting something from a man, something physical, some gift. You're teaching your daughters to be prostitutes by celebrating Valentine's Day. And you see, it's celebrating at the school because here we go on now. Remember, this is the oppressor kingdom, you know. See? So the schools, them adapt Valentine's Day and teach it to your children from a young age, from kindergarten. Them are cut out little arts and make little cards and give to them one another, little boy and little girl. When them shouldn't even, them nothing know about them things at that age. In primary school, the same thing. Them have Valentine's Day at school. This Friday, them are going to celebrate Valentine's Day at your school, at the schools. And your little daughter and your little son are going to pretend to be man and woman on that day. And you don't know where our children are pre-exposed to. So you know, say them well aware of what comes with that. So we that I teach our children. This I introduce them to sex from an early age. And that is just the fact. Them holidays that the oppressor give us is a evil holidays. And we should protest against it. We should not partake in it. Especially us being God's chosen people, which it is forbidden. I'm going to jump to a scripture. I jump to the book of Exodus 20:3. And it said, thou shalt have no other gods before me. To the Most High tell we as his people, the children of Israel, don't have any other God. And you celebrating Valentine's Day is you celebrating another God. You understand? You're celebrating, you celebrate the opposite of the word God. You celebrate a dog. Instead of God, you celebrate DOG. Because Lupercalia is a dog. And our sisters and brothers behave like animals on that day. The amount of adultery and fornication go on that day. Because that's the day when the oppressor used to do him adultery and fornication. So eventually you become like the oppressor. You understand? Me read that again. Exodus 20:3. Thou shalt not, Slakia, thou shalt have no other gods before me. The Most High make you know, say, no worshiping of any other gods. Valentine's Day is the worship of another God. Christmas is the worship of another God. Easter is the worship of another God. All of the things, the practices that you do is a ritual to that God when you do it on that day. When you buy that Christmas present and put it under the tree and put that Christmas tree in your house, that's a ritual to the God of Christmas. When you buy the presents and celebrate love on Valentine's Day, that's how you worship Lupercalia. So you can't say, me not worship no other God, me just do it for, you know what I mean, because my woman, no, the practice where you do on the day, the things that you do on the day is how you worship that God. So you worship that God on that day. And this is how hypocritical Christianity is. Because after you do that, then come Sunday, you go to church. Go claim to worship God now. After you just done worship a dog the day before. Because Lupercalia Valentine's Day is a dog. It's a dog named Lupus. It's a dog named so. See? We'll read some more scriptures. We'll read Philippians 2:4, and it said, look not every man on his own things. What that mean? It means don't be selfish. And when it said man, or when I refer to man, it also talk about our women too. Because for the most part, it's our woman, them mostly pick up this Valentine's Day thing on the net. Think not by your own things, meaning don't be selfish. Stop thinking about where you can get and where you can, where somebody else can do for you. That is the reason why you're going to become, you're going to whore by your husband come Valentine's Day. Because you think about your own things where you can get. That's why on Valentine's Day you're going to become a whore. You're going to sell yourself to the highest bidder on Valentine's Day. Let me read again. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Meaning, don't be selfish. Have some brotherhood and sisterhood. You see, if you never think about your own self, you would not get so caught up in these holidays. These holidays have taught our people to be selfish. You know what I mean? It has taught us that love is you getting something from somebody. But think not on your own things, but think about other people. Try to be charitable to others. Learn some charity. Have some brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I mean? Instead of celebrating Valentine's Day, that is fake love. You understand? We're going to read 2 Peter 1:16, and it says, for we have not followed cunningly devised fables. Right. Valentine's Day is a cunningly devised fable. What is a fable? Let me find the meaning of the word fable. The word fable. Fables are short, fictional, and often allegorical stories that impart a moral lesson, typical featuring anthropomorphic animal, plants, or natural elements. So it's a fictional short story that is then used to try give some moral lesson, like Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a day of love, where you buy your woman a gift and you show her how much you love her. It's a fable, it's not real. It's fictional, it's not real, but them try make you think that say, you know what I mean? Yeah. If your man buy you a gift, him love you. It's not real. If your man can't buy you a gift, it don't mean him don't love you. Where you want him to do? Thief and buy you something. Him can buy you a gift any time of the year, but you know what I mean? You want it when the oppressor said him forgive you it. And if him don't give it on that day, you go sleep with another man. See? Let me continue reading. So it said, for we have not followed cunningly devised fables, which we made known unto you to the power of the coming of our Lord, Yahawashi Mashiach, but were eyewitness of his majesty. You know what I mean? So we don't follow them fables there at the ISUPK. Instead, we teach you the truth about our King Yahawashi Mashiach, which the world calls Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Tell you that he's a black man. We tell you that you are the 12 lost tribes of Israel if you are black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And that you should not celebrate any of these holidays that the oppressor create and give to you. And you should come out of the Christian church because the Christian church is not of God. We teach you that you have to keep God's laws. If you break God's laws, that is what sin is. You're a sinner if you break God's laws. You understand? But the Christian church want you to assimilate into the oppressor's heathen and disgusting Epstein kingdom. You understand? That is what the oppressor want you to do. Become like Jeffrey Epstein. You understand? We're going to read Ecclesiasticus 11 and 17. It said, the gift of the Lord. Let me read Ecclesiastes 7 and 7 first. It says, surely oppression make a wise man mad, and a gift destroy the heart. You understand? Oppression make a wise man mad. You know what I mean? And a gift destroy the heart. That same gift that, you know what I mean, your woman want for sure say you love her. If you don't give her it, and next man will give her it, you can destroy her heart, make she think you don't love her, but this man will buy her the Chanel bag. Him love her. It destroy her heart, her mind. See? And oppression make a wise man mad. Every minute when your woman come to you and pressure you, say you not love her and she oppress you. Say you not buy her Valentine's Day gift. If you're wise, you wouldn't give him. If you're wise, that should be upsetting to you. And you should reject it. And tell her that if she think that is what love is, then you know what I mean, she don't know what love is. And maybe that is a woman that needs to go find, you know what I mean, whatever she'll look for out there in the streets. Because obviously she made for the streets. You understand? Alright, what would they know? Yeah, let me read this scripture now. Ecclesiasticus 11 and 17. The gift of the Lord remaineth with the godly, and his favor bringeth prosperity forever. You know what I mean? So this gift where y'all look for on Valentine's Day is not the gift where the Most High give. See? The gift of the Most High, it remained with the godly. And it give prosperity forever. You know what I mean? It's an everlasting prosperity. Not this fake prosperity that if your man buy you this, you know what I mean, these shoes and this bag and this thing, this gift, you can post it on Instagram and it make you appear as if you are prosper. It's a fake prosperity when you have to be righteous to get the Most High's gift. And that is something that the Christian church kind of, you know what I mean, it is the mind game created by the Christian church, you know, because those, the bag of vanity where them worshiping at the Christian church, that make them appear to be blessed because them have this and them have that. God is with them, and that is not the truth. Because a gift, those all of them gifted is what destroy them heart. You understand? It destroy them heart. Them think God blessing mean house and car and money. When the gift of the Most High, it remain with the righteous, with the godly. And we know there's no godly person in that Christian church. None of them no godly. The Christian church is where you find all of the Epstein them. Tell you something. With the Epstein file being released and all them things there, many people are saying, oh, satanic already. Yes, it is satanic. But the Christian church is the same thing. There's no more place more satanic than the Christian church. The Christian church is the heights of satanic activity. What's going on in the Epstein file is not really far-fetched from the Christian church. Where you might say, well, the church, yeah, them assault children, but them not eat children. Oh, really? You don't know, you never heard about the Catholic Church. You never heard about them. The mother of all church. That is what them do. Them not just eat children. Them have corpse, remains of toes and fingers. Where them use keep as relics inside of the Catholic Church. You don't know about the Catholic Church. You have no clue. You understand? You have no clue what the Catholic Church is all about. This is Christianity. It is a dark, dark religion. The other day, I put out a video where, you know what I mean, it show you say, how them worship the feet of Matthew, no, the feet of Andrew, the Saint Andrew in the Catholic Church, and them have this old mummified, wrinkled up, rotten feet where them washing our water and them drink the water. That is the Catholic Church today. They might do that today. So what kind of Christianity are you a part of? Can you say your Christianity not do that? Well, maybe you not do the right Christianity because Christianity do them things then. Maybe your Christianity is a watered down version of the real Christianity. Because the people that were create Christianity, them drink water off of the corpse of the foot of Andrew. Why aren't you drinking Andrew's corpse water? You're not a real Christian. Because that's what Christians do. You're a fake Christian if you're Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You're a pretentious Christian. You're pretending to be a Christian. Real Christians, you know what I mean, worship the feet of Andrew, dip it in a water, and drink the water of a 1,000-year-old corpse foot. So don't think that the Christian church is any different from the Epstein file. It's the same thing. Your Christianity only just assault children. That's all your Christianity do. But white people Christianity eat children. How much I want to see the tape? I see this tape probably over a decade ago. With them I interview two white British baby and them tell them about 7 to 9 year old. A boy and a girl, and them a tell how them father and them parents friend, like the whole community, analyze babies and make them partake in it. And you can see the innocence in them two little white baby. See? About 7-year-old or 9-year-old. How them a talk. Them just a talk because you know what I mean? And them a tell you every detail of what happened, how them father hold them man and kill the baby, and how them do sex with the baby. That's the term where them use. How they do sex with the baby, and you know what I mean, them eat the baby, and them have a church, and behind the church, round out, them have a door where them go and them have sex with the children. That is white people Christianity. Your Christianity only assault children. But real Christianity, what white people do, not only assault them, them eat them. You're a pretending Christian and you should come out of the Christian church. You need to find your true history as the children of Israel instead of being a part of a religion that the heathens create, making you think that this religion have nothing at all to do with Christ and the Most High. See? We implore you, get inside the school. Because you don't see nothing yet, you know. Epstein file are reveal and not, all right, how much? Them say 6 million files there. 6 million pages of Epstein file, right? And them only release 3 million. And most of the information redacted. And you see how disgusting it is already. And how much people have stumbled upon some atrocities that took place amongst them people. Imagine the other 3 million with them hide. Imagine the manner of, you know what I mean, abomination we are going to find in them things. You don't see nothing yet. And the Epstein file, as I say at the least, the white man is the devil, the Bible speak of. We're going to go to our scripture. See? We read it last night, but we'll go back to it. Yeah, I want this too. See? And you're going to get ready to celebrate Valentine's Day, knowing how evil this oppressor is. At this time, you should at least consider maybe Valentine's Day is as evil as the people that created it. You understand? We are jump to 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 3, and it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. Which day? Which day is that talking about? Which day shall not come? It's talking about the coming of Christ. See? It shall not come except there come a falling away first. So there have to be a falling away before Christ comes. So Christ, him just now go just, you know what I mean? Come just so. Things have to happen. A falling away have to happen first. Falling away from what? From this kingdom. How is this falling away going to happen? How is our people going to fall away from this kingdom? Turn our back on this kingdom, because apparently our people love this kingdom. They love the freedom that this kingdom allow them. See, even though they are not free in this kingdom and suffering. But this kingdom, one thing with this kingdom, it allow them to be sinners. It don't allow them to live, you know what I mean, a righteous life, a prosperous life. This kingdom don't make them free, as in free to know who they are as a people, but it make them free to sin and become a sinner. So there have to be a falling away first. Our people have to learn to hate this kingdom and hate what comes with this kingdom, like Christianity and the holidays and the religions that this kingdom taught us over here. So how is that going to happen? Well, this has to happen first. And that man of sin be revealed. This is how the falling away have happened. When the man of sin be revealed. A man of sin is being hidden right now, but he's going to be revealed. See? It's not an individual like a Christian church wanted to be and talk about, or the Antichrist. There are many Antichrists out there already. From the time of Christ, you had Antichrist. The Bible tells you that. See? So this is not talking about an individual, it's talking about a race of man, a man on the earth. See? The man of sin, who is responsible for all the sin taking place in this earth. See? Let's read again. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. He's the son of perdition because he's going to go extinct. He have to come off of the earth. The earth cannot be a good place while this man is still on the earth. He's the man of sin. And he have to go in a perdition. He have to go extinct. Who is that man? The Jeffrey Epstein file I show you. It's a white man. This is how our people are going to turn them back on this kingdom when the white man start being exposed for who he really is. You're going to realize how evil this bastard is, and you're going to reject everything that this bastard have given to us. And if not, well, you know what I mean? A judgment will come to him. And you don't want to be a part of that judgment. You understand? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. This wicked is the same man of sin, the son of perdition. Then, who is the earth being ruled by today? The white man. Then, let's continue reading. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Him hide the face of the judges, the real judges, the prophets. Him tell you that Jesus is white. You know what I mean? Him have a show, a movie called The 10 Commandments, where Moses is white and the Israelites are white. In the Christian church, him tell you that God's chosen people are white. You know what I mean? The white people in Israel today are the real Jews. He covered the face of the judges thereof. See? All right. You still don't believe? Then this is what it have to say. If not, then where and who is he? It's almost like a riddle. If he is not the wicked, where is the wicked? Obviously, the wicked is ruling the earth. Obviously, wicked people are ruling the earth, right? But if another white man, who is the wicked and where is he? Yeah? Is it we? Like what they want you to believe? And many of our people have fallen into this trap, thinking that we are the wicked ones on the earth. When the evil that we do to each other is as a result of this oppressor and his oppression. You understand? If not, where and who is he is a wriggle. You have to be in the ISUPK to understand this Bible. Your Christian pastor don't get this. This Bible is, you know what I mean, is a mystery in that Christian church. But Christ, him opened the 7th seal of this book. This book is the Bible. The Rastafari love to say Selassie, crack the 7th seal and them don't get it. The 7th seal of the book is the Bible. Nobody understand the Bible till now. Commanding General YAHANNA and the ISUPK understands the Bible. Now you're getting the proper teaching and being taught what the Bible is really talking about. You understand? And I think with that, I will close off the class. Then, get inside this school. You know what I mean? And again, more things are happening on this earth that you never can believe. You understand? You're not going to believe it. This world is a dark place. The scripture said, you know what I mean? You fight not against flesh and blood, but you fight against, you know what I mean, spiritual wickedness in high places. It's not talk about Hobia. You know what I mean? Because our people so superstitious. We think it talk about Hobia, and it talk about this, and it talk about that, and Shantala Mama. And you know what I mean? We need to go all about. We need a gathering. We need that little thing that this filthy, disgusting African is here in Jamaica selling to our brothers. When them cut it to open them, see it just full of a newspaper. Being scammed because you're superstitious. It's not talking about that, it's talking about who is in charge of this earth, and it's the white man, the oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of. That's the wickedness in high places. He is in the high places. He is in the seat of power on this earth. So you now fight against flesh and blood. That is where you fight against. So this is a spiritual fight. The weapons of our warfare is not carnal, it's spiritual. Meaning what? Now you have to come back to who you really are as a people. You have to fight this fight spiritually. You have to start keep God's laws again. You have to come back to who you are as a nation, as the chosen people of God. The Bible tells you that, you know what I mean, in the place where they say, ye are not my people, there shall be called the children of the living God. Today, We are not called God people. We are called spicks, wetbacks, niggers, monkeys, you know what I mean? All these derogatory terms. And the Jewish man who is not God's chosen, he is called the children of Israel. But in this very place, let me tell you something. Nothing not gonna be a secret anymore. No, you see, like how we there here more while we have a debate and a ray and a tear and a blay. It a go pass that time there. Nothing not gonna be a secret no more. No. This same earth, the same system, we are trying to hide with identity. Them are gonna tell you who we are. Them are gonna same like how them are confess with the Epstein file. Them are gonna confess, say we black people and Hispanics are the real Israelites. Mark my words, that will happen. It will come on the news. Yeah? It will come on the news, so we are the children of Israel. And even then, enough of our people now go care and believe. See? So it doesn't even matter. See? But we are prophesied to the wind. So who are here? You know what I mean? Christ said, my sheep hear my voice. You understand? So if you belong to Christ, you're going to end up in the ISUPK and the command in general, you're going to be a part of this body. And if you're not, me say a prayer already, you know. See, I kind of tell a secret where me not really tell nobody, but me make a prayer to myself already, say before me die, more the most time I join the ISUPK before me die. And it happened. Because me know Christ's voice, brother. I mean, I say it with you know what I mean? But boast, but me not boasting of myself. Then, yeah, man, I recognize Christ's voice. Me know a yasso at the house, at the real house of God. And rest assured, the people them out there, we hear Christ's voice, them know to one them will find you so. But if you don't hear it, you should ask yourself, maybe you're not Christ's own. Maybe you don't belong to Christ. Maybe you're just some of those who eventually are going to fall with this kingdom. You know what I mean? Just pray. Say you don't end up. You know what I mean? And suffer the same fate as this wicked place. Just pray. You know what I mean? And with that, we're going to read the security announcements. Yeah, them kick me off of TikTok till Valentine's Day. True me about no Valentine's Day, you know? So true me I tell you no say don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Them ban me till Valentine's Day. So me can't help nobody again. Me can't tell you no. But me now go live, but me go do some videos. So I'm just go over to the Breakdown Podcast TikTok. I'm gonna do a video by tomorrow, God willing. I'm gonna do a video and expose Valentine's Day. See? Alright. So you can't say, I just Rastafari is him alone we expose. We've been for the majority of this class, I expose Christianity and Valentine's Day, right? So it's nothing personal against brothers and sisters in the Rastafari community, but when it comes to phone time, now I'll get a beating. See? Because it's necessary for you to come out of them things. Slack. Anyway. Alright, these are the ISUPK security announcements, where the ISUPK started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA, 1969. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to marry. To speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. It means tenth in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you'd like to give. Go over to ISUPK.com and pay your tithes, you know what I mean, and your donations, you know what I mean, so that this truth can continue. See? Whatsoever amount you'd like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, we have the next Holy Convocation, you know what I mean? Of course, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but what we celebrate is what the Most High gave us, and that is the Feast of Purim, which is one of the holy days that the Most High gives to us. This is the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. Monday the 2nd of March and Tuesday the 2nd of March. You can find the Feast of Purim in Esther 9 and verse 20 to 31. Reminding Akiam and Afwatiam to check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on, for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and a scarf. And with that, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatham, Alamata, classes. All right, when you see this, click the like button, follow, share, subscribe, and you know the thing already. You know what I mean? The Passover is April, you know what I mean? The Lord's 57th annual Passover is April 4th. All blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who are God's chosen people, are commanded to attend. You understand? So if you can jump on a plane, if you're here in Jamaica, you can jump on a plane and reach in the United States. It will be held in Houston, Texas. You know what I mean? Go over to ISUPK.com for more info. See? Houston, Texas. You know what I mean? The Passover feast, $200 US, food, accommodation, and transportation included. You know what I mean? For people over the age of 12. You know what I mean? So $200 under the age of 12 is free. See? But anybody over the age of 12, $200 Passover fee. You know what I mean? I'll stand corrected if the age is 12. But just go over to the ISUPK.com website for more information, or you can just go on any ISUPK page. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can pull up the Passover ad. Give me a second. 1 second. Give me a second. All right, look like I hit this. Okay.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General YAHANNA, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.